Hey guys, welcome back. This is Mike and
Robert
here with the Nerd Reactor, and we just finished watching the first episode of Season 5 of The Walking Dead. Now that was the titled No Sanctuary.
And it was just wow.
Wow.
Don't even know what to say.
Yeah, really intense episode. I mean, a lot's going on here, and it's just kind of like a big change from last season because I know I was a little disappointed with the finale.
And I loved it.
Yeah, but this, like, you think that it's gonna be like a whole season in Terminus, and it doesn't happen. In one episode, they like destroy the entire place.
Yeah, spoilers, just so you guys know. Everybody was worried that Terminus was gonna be another really long, drawn season that people are gonna be really bored about. Absolutely not. In one episode, just done. I mean, just done.
So yeah, let's try to take you a little bit through, without giving away too much, that, basically Rick and his fellow people...
His peeps.
Yeah, they get captured, and then one of the first things you see is they're getting taken out of the train freighter?
Yeah.
Train freighter, and they are brought into this big room. And in this big room, there's like this big trough. This giant steel trough, and then these guys are like systematically just like bashing in the head of one guy, and slitting his throat, and they're spilling out the blood into their trough.
It's just like, you know, like when butchers, when they do the pigs or the cows, they let them bleed out first. They're treating these people like animals.
It's pretty gnarly. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, there's an explosion, and then everybody just kind of like, you know, focuses on that and tries to figure out what's going on, and it turns out it's Carol. Carol's really a badass in this episode.
So if you remember from season 1, Carol was an abused wife. She was really timid. She was the scared housewife. She had that, like, you know, I think that most women probably either they hated her because she was too feminine, or they loved her because they could relate to her. I guess it just depends. But she just went Rambo on this episode. I mean, it was like Commando. It was Arnold. It was every single action hero. It was the Expendables rolled into one with her today.
Yeah, she was basically Clint Eastwood, the man with no name. Bro. So she was walking amongst the zombies, and she had like her gun underneath
a poncho.
Yeah, a poncho. Yeah, it was very Western.
Yeah. She decided after leaving Tyrese and the baby with someone who they captured, who happened to be part of the Terminus group, and that was a very different thing too, which we'll get to Tyrese in a little bit. But Carol was just astounding. I mean, her performance was great. She was so emotionless when it came to the killing, but emotional when it came to the people that she loved and cared about. She had the two extremes, and she was just great in it. So, great job.
Yeah, this episode is like a lot of action. A lot of action. Like, there's so much happening in just a short period of time, and a lot of it's kind of like they're trying to figure out like what's going on, but at the same time, Rick's group's trying to escape. So it's very action-packed, very intense.
Yeah. And Tyrese is still dealing with his own issues with, with certain deaths that he was a part of, and in here you got to see his transformation, literally walking out of that room he was used to and coming back in a different person, without spoiling too much. And you actually got to see him and Rick give that acknowledgement of how, if you ever read the comic books, they became best friends. This was like the first actual tie where they showed we got each other's back.
Yeah.
So that was really cool to me as a comic book fan, to actually see that. But just the entire episode itself was great. I mean, it dug into emotion, it dug into action, it dug into drama, story. I mean, every single part that people complain that there's only one in each episode, all rolled into one. It almost felt like a small movie.
Yeah, and it has me pumped up for this season. I just hope it can continue the ball rolling.
Yeah. Special effects were great too. One of the biggest things that we talked about was the embrace between Daryl and Carol that happened. Because everyone's still up in the air with, is Daryl, you know, is he gay, is he not gay? Are him and Carol together, are they not?
He's prison gay.
But either way, it was a really good thing to see them too, because it was more like, I don't know if it was a brother-sister, you know, mother-son kind of bond thing, but it was good, you know. It still kind of makes you wonder what's going on with them too. But overall, the entire episode, Rick, I mean, there wasn't a lot of Carl. There was just enough Maggie to make you smile. And Yeah, it was great. Glenn was awesome. I mean, everybody in the show is great.
Yeah. The only thing is now, where is Herschel's daughter? Where is That's the only question you're left with, because it's basically that's the only person that's missing.
Because she was abducted.
Yeah.
Which I think she was abducted by Negan, who rumor has it might be played by Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant from who's in The Strain. He was the Blob in the Wolverine Origins. He's in Legion. A lot of cool stuff. Great actor. I hope he is Negan, because that would be a really, really awesome tie-in, especially seeing how everything that's going on, or it's gonna happen. I already know this season is gonna be awesome. I think it's gonna have everything that people are rooting for, and I'm just excited about it.
So, what is your grade?
I give it an A minus maybe. I can't really think of too many flaws in it, so A minus to an A.
I give it an A as well. So I think that's it. You tune in this Sunday for the premiere of the first episode of season 5, and that's basically all from us.
Yeah, watch it on AMC. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and check out our website, nerdreactor.com. And thanks for joining us.